Hello, my name is H.C. Andersen. Hans Christian Andersen to you, I'm sure, but the people of Denmark know me as H.C. Not Hans, not Christian, not Hans Christian, but H.C. Andersen. I'm known mostly for writing fairy tales, though I started out writing travel books, novels, poems, and plays. But the fairy tales, they made me famous. I don't mind being famous, you know. When you're famous, you get to visit kings and princesses, and everyone treats you well and gives you lots of food. Of course, I wasn't always famous and didn't always have much to eat. As a child, my father was a cobbler, my mother took in washing, and we were very poor. I was also tall, gangly, and awkward-looking, the kind of child others like to make fun of, and they did make fun of me. So I began to retreat and hide in this world of fairy tales like the ones I'm going to share with you today. You see, I was teased by everyone, boys and girls alike, and the first girl who you ever truly loved would not even look at me. She was far too precious and far too special. She was a ballerina and perhaps a bit spoiled. Maybe a little like the princess in this story, the swineherd. There's a prince who became a tender of pigs. That's what a swineherd is. You can see who's going to be our king and princess, so we'll begin the swineherd.
Oh, Daddy, oh, Daddy, oh, Daddy, oh, Daddy.
Yes, Princess?
Oh, Daddy.
Yes?
Whatever shall we do today?
Well,
I know, let's go to the village and buy me new clothes.
actually,
Or new toys. Yes, let's go to the toy makers and...
Princess!
Yes, Daddy?
I think it was time you were married.
Married?
Yes, so someone else can take care of you for a while.
Oh, to a boy?
Preferably a boy of royal blood.
But I get to choose him, don't I, Daddy?
Of course, dearest, as long as I like him, he has property, wealth, and a title.
Then I will marry the prince who sends me the nicest, sweetest treasure of all.
I'm a prince, there's the title, I have money, well, little, and I do have good property, and a few treasures left by my father. Hello, princess.
My, who are you?
I'm a prince from my kingdom right over there, and I give you this rose.
And?
Marry me.
Oh, Daddy, I'm so disappointed.
What is it, dearest?
A somewhat handsome prince came by, but this is all he gave me.
This is beautiful. It's once every 5 years rose, only grown in the gardens of true kings.
But it's real. It will wilt and fall apart and be of no use. I won't marry him.
Oh me, oh my.
Here, you beautiful nightingale, sing for the princess, and she will surely want to marry me. Oh, princess, I have another treasure for you.
And?
Be my bride.
Oh, how quaint. A lovely stuffed bird. And such nice music. Daddy, Daddy.
What is it, princess?
A prince who seemed a little more handsome than the last one came by and gave me this beautiful, real bird, and it messed on me. Fly away, you nasty thing.
Did you see that? That was a beautiful nightingale. Only such fine courts have such a bird.
But it's real. And real things are messy. I won't marry him.
You'll never be happy.
Not happy with the rose, nor with the bird.
No.
But I was going to show you.
I will not even speak to you. Prince after prince after prince, and none of them are handsome enough for me.
Yoo-hoo, anyone in the kingdom?
Who's that you-hooing at my castle door?
Daddy, please see who it is. I'm much too shocked to see any strangers now.
Yes, there's. Oh, young peasant, what do you want?
I need a job, sire. Do you have anything?
The only position left in the kingdom is a swineherd.
I don't mind pig, your majesty. I've met some people not as nice as pigs.
Start at once, slaughter the hogs.
Here, piggy, piggy, piggy.
Oh my, what is that wonderful music? Oh boy, oh dirty boy.
Yes?
What is making that wonderful music?
Oh, it's nothing but a simple magic pot. It plays a tune, and as it plays the tune, you can smell the food that others are having for dinner tonight.
Beef stew, turkey dinner, and fresh baked bread. How much will you take for it?
Only 10 kisses from a princess.
10
Yes.
kisses?
Yes.
Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Princess, kissing a swineherd? Are you to marry him?
Marry him? Why no, I only wanted the magic pot, but...
You are only to marry a prince.
But I am a prince.
Then I can marry you and have the magic pot.
Oh, no, I don't want to marry you now. Now that I know you prefer magic and trinkets to things of substance like the rose and the nightingale, now I know you'll kiss a swineherd as long as you content to smell the food that others have. Good things will pass you by. Keep the pot, and I hope someday you'll get the swineherd to go with goodbye.
Daddy,
Yes?
what's for dinner?
Ah, love. My first love, I told you, was a beautiful ballerina. Perhaps she wasn't as shallow and selfish as our princess, but she certainly couldn't find it within her to return my love. My heart was nearly broken, and I hid in my fairy tales. I wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote. Some days I would stay in my apartments from dawn till dusk, bent over the pages, going through 3, maybe 4 candles, a little like the student in this story, the Pixie and the Grocer. A pixie, you know, is much like an elf or a sprite. And a grocer, well, we all know what a grocer is. It's the person who sells us meat and candy and vegetables and candy and fruit. And did I say candy? And a few other things at his grocery store.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you, dearest Wake Sparrow. Good morning, door. Good morning, window. Good morning, Pixie, wherever you are. Good morning, dear student who's in the flat over there. What can I do for you today?
No, Grocer, it's what I can do for you. I have the rent and need to buy a small candle so I can read at night.
Candle to read? Well, certainly you need that. Thank you for the rent. You are a dear boy. You are indeed. And what are you reading these days?
Books! Books, sir!
Smart. You are such a smart student. If I were a student too, I would read books. After all, it would be foolish to read a tree or a barrel or a fish now, wouldn't it? Here's your candle.
My thanks.
You are a smart lad. Yes, very smart indeed.
There's a man who talks a lot, but sure doesn't say much.
I'm to bed but mustn't sleep without leaving a little something for that Pixie I'm sure lives around here somewhere.
Oh yes, a porridge with a bit of butter in it. Pixie food for sure. You know, I do have a pleasant life.
Yes, oh yes, oh yes. I am a lucky grocer. I am a lucky grocer indeed. To have a Pixie in my house, I'm a blessed man, for nothing terrible will ever happen as long as I have the luck of a Pixie.
Lucky indeed. And porridge every night.
Grocer, I've received my allowance from home and would dearly love a bit of bread and cheese.
Bread and cheese it'll be then. I have a fine cheese and a fresh loaf of bread made just only this morning. Here, let me wrap the cheese.
Wait, stop! What are you doing?
Wrapping your cheese. Can't have you walking around dropping it for the mice.
No, what are you wrapping it with?
Just these pages from this old book. The baker traded it to me for coffee beans, you see, and, well...
Oh, this is poetry! Will you sell me the whole book? I'd give back the cheese, for I'd rather have poetry than a bit of cheese any day.
Poetry than cheese? Well, I don't see what good it'll do to your belly.
Oh, you silly man, you have no more sense of poetry than a barrel.
Why would I need a sense of poetry? What a thing to say. That student is... But the grocer does talk all the time. I shall steal his chatterbox and find out the truth of this matter. Here, Beryl, you can have the grocer's chatterbox so we can find out the truth of this matter.
Whoa, oh my, how about this? Good day, Pixie.
Good day to you, Beryl. I was wondering if you had any sense of poetry.
Why, of course. Poetry is often found on the last page of the newspaper, and newspapers often find their way into me. So I say, I've read quite a bit of poetry where I'm filled with the most amazing things. Potato peels, old rags, bones, useless caps, burned out candle wicks, dented tins, rotten apples, moldy bread, coffee grounds, tea leaves.
Just peeking on the student and see what this poetry is all about.
Beautiful one is graceful as swan. Take flight above the earth. Look down upon the fields of green and gold, where mothers give birth. You, my winged creature, pure as air, feather through the clouds, never to be touched or approached, always to be admired. I am inspired by your beauty, your free flight, your form. My swan, my swan, my swan.
So this is poetry? Oh, so wonderful. I am alive with pleasure. My ears are warm and my heart is full. No wonder the student loves this poetry. I must live with him.
More potato peels, more rags, chicken bones, and occasionally very old underwear. I do not like that very much.
Enough from you, Beryl. I must return the grocer's chatterbox. Oh, I do so love that poetry.
Fair love, your caress is like the wind, glancing on my cheek.
Fire, fire, we must flee.
Fire?
Oh, my fortune, Pixie, if you are there, save my gold.
Pixie, if you were there, save my poetry.
I only have time to save one thing. Here you are, student. I have more sense of poetry than that barrel.
I see, so you do.
My gold is gone. Not to fear, grocer, you have taken care of me. No, I shall care for you. I have a little magic. Here you are, a heavy gold coin. Enough for you to build a new shop. My thanks. I shall build it just where the other one stood. I'm afraid, dear student, that I'm not able to afford a flat over there for you this time.
That's okay, Grocer. I can move in with my aunt. But Pixie, since you love my poetry so much, won't you come live with me?
No. I feed her. She'll surely stay with me. I must think. I know what I'll do. In the daytime, I'll live with the student as he reads poetry. I'll laugh and listen with delight. But at night, I will return to the grocer where everyone needs a little bit of porridge and butter at the end of the day.
So the Pixie learned to balance art and appetite. There was a time for each. As did I. I became very famous, mostly for my fairy tales. I soon became acquainted with kings and emperors from all over Europe and the world. I learned that some kings think themselves to be grander than anyone else. That's what this next story is all about. There will be 2 royal advisors to the emperor in this next story, the minister of the high hat and the minister of the low hat. There will also be a trickster, a weaver of very magical cloth, and of course the emperor of all the land and the emperor's new clothes.
To see the next episode, smash the subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified.